Word on the street is 50 Cent might be lining everybody up right now. The rumors are flying heavy, and at one point people really thought Lloyd Banks was about to jump in. Some even think 50 would pop up on Uncle Murda's 2025 wrap-up. That still might happen, but now the streets are talking about something even bigger. Allegedly, Eminem could be teaming up with 50 Cent to go at the Lobby Boys and Fabolous, while DISS is supposedly ready to press the button alongside 50 in response to Fab, Jim Jones, Mayo, and DISS moves. This situation is heating up fast, and the tension feels real. There's non-stop speculation about what could actually go down next, because nothing is official yet. But one thing everybody knows for sure is this: Eminem has always stood in 50's corner. Let's be honest about it. Sure, 50 can handle business on his own, but that's not how he plays chess. He moves measured, not reckless. And if there's one combo that promises real damage, it's 50 and Eminem standing side by side. Unstoppable. And here's why. It's the fan group. Plain and simple. Eminem joining with 50 Cent is almost impossible to lose. There's just no realistic position where that happens. Eminem is way too huge. Not just an artist, but a full-blown icon. And that kind of weight doesn't take drops easy. The fan support is wild. The reach is global, and the power is locked in. Eminem has too much pull, too much loyalty, and too much experience to fall back. Both Eminem and 50 are forever relevant, and that's the key point people keep missing. These are two of the most recognizable and impactful names hip-hop has ever created. That level doesn't just fade. When you put that against Fabolous Mino, DISS, and Jim Jones, it's a completely different tier of fame. Let's be honest about that. This isn't disrespect, it's a fact. Some names just sit higher on the board and they usually win. Now picture Eminem actually losing a lyrical fight and the public fully buying into it. That scenario sounds unreal. Just having Eminem's name attached flips the entire narrative quickly. People might complain, people might argue, but once the story is set, it's set. You can't rewind vision. Even doubters would still say they really went hard. And that alone shapes the result. If 50 and Eminem lock in for a duet, the prediction is clear. Public opinion swings heavy, momentum stacks fast, and it ends in a landslide, right? When 50 and M link up, there's just no stopping. Most people are going to call it a win quickly because the majority already see them as dominant now. Nobody really cares about what's hip-hop or not hip-hop because the celebrity power and large fan bases are so huge. They outweigh any purist opinion every single time. Let's be real. Even if whatever 50 and M drop isn't perfect, I'm still calling it straight up weak. And guess what? It won't matter. Anything they release is going to blow anyway. It doesn't matter what anyone says, and it doesn't matter if you ride hard for amazing. It doesn't matter who you think snapped the hardest on the Squatters' Rights freestyle. At the end of the day, there's just too much energy moving for anyone to care that Jim Jones delivered strong, or DISS came sharp, or Mino showed up. The noise gets drowned out, and that's the part people don't fully understand. 50 knows how to flip scale, pressure, and attention, and once Eminem is involved, it turns into something way bigger than bars alone. That's just the truth. That combo changes perception, timing, and results. Fast, loud, and permanent every single time. At the end of the day, Eminem is firmly on 50's side, no question about it. No matter how people spin it, M has always believed in 50 heavy. He signed him, backed him early, and they've stayed locked in ever since. That bond didn't disappear, so don't act like it's impossible for them to jump in together. And just because Lloyd Banks isn't around, doesn't mean there's no backup plan. 50 always has a replacement, always has an advantage, and always has a move ready. Am I pulling for 50 to win? Maybe I am. Don't get mad at that. But even if I wasn't, it wouldn't matter. If this happens, it's happening regardless of personal views. Once 50 and Eminem step into any fight-style collaboration, it's basically done. It's a wrap. The favoritism is too strong, the focus is too big, and the momentum is already leaning one way. Sorry, but that's just being honest. If we're talking about Eminem and 50 Cent doing a diss record aimed at the Lobby Boys, DISS, and Fabolous, the outcome is set early. And it's not even about who raps better. It's about public opinion, reach, and power. A lot of people already believe Eminem can't be stopped. Now, personally, I don't think anyone is truly unstoppable. But how do you fight public perception when it's already locked in? Most people didn't even think the Squatter's Rights freestyle was that crazy to begin with. And that alone tells you where the narrative is going. Right now, the only one really getting praise is Fab, and that's fair to say. He took the safer route. Didn't shoot 50 directly, but the subliminals were clear enough. Everybody knows who he was shooting at. No confusion there. The real question is simple, though. Was it enough? Is that really enough to stand in front of 50, linking up with Eminem on a diss record? That's where things get shaky fast. And let's be real, who else does 50 know? Who else can he pull in? Don't think for 1 second he wouldn't stack the lineup and try to flip the same group reaction move right back. Whether someone likes 50 or can't stand him, certain situations are just hard to beat. Bringing Eminem into the picture is one of those cases. That's an unfair fight on paper, and I'm just calling it straight. I'm not even an Eminem fan like that. This is just being honest. I already see where this could go. If Eminem pops up on a record with 50, things get messy immediately. The response alone would be wild, and it wouldn't even matter if the disc was legendary or just good. The moment would overpower everything. People want this to stay pure hip-hop. But hip-hop runs on fans too. And Eminem has a massive fan group. 50 has a massive fan group. Together, that number is way bigger than Jim Jones, Mino, Fabolous, and Dave East combined. That's not hate, that's math. And once the crowd leans heavy one way, the outcome is already written. Eminem and 50 together already rule the room. And on top of that, 50 runs the internet. Eminem might control it too. And that's where this turns into a lose-lose situation. Once Eminem touches that record, it's finished. There's nothing left to argue about at that point. No angle to spin, no damage control possible. Now, some people want to say it's unfair if 50 react like this, but let's not rewrite the past. It wasn't just Fab taking shots. There were 4 people involved, all ringing 50 with subliminals. Nobody said his name directly, but they were clearly talking about him. Everybody knows that. So let's keep it honest. From what it looks like, those were subtle jabs. Call it what it is. Nothing crazy, nothing sharp enough to actually hit. No real punches thrown, no real effect made, none of that touch 50's brand at all. His image didn't crack, his standing didn't slip, and his momentum didn't slow down. This just wasn't enough. And here's the uncomfortable part people don't want to admit. The artists aiming at 50 aren't as important as they once were. Times changed. The landscape changed. That's not hate. That's the truth. Meanwhile, one thing that hasn't changed is the fan base behind 50 and Eminem. They're supported by the older generation and fully accepted by the newer generation too. That's rare. A lot of artists lose respect as they age, but these two didn't. They grew into legends. Younger listeners still know them, still quote them, and still support them. That respect hits different. While other singers get questioned for sounding outdated, 50 and Eminem get praise for lasting. That's why this situation feels one-sided. The fans are locked in. The internet leans their way, and perspective already favors them. That's the real fight being fought here. And that's really the part people keep skipping over. This isn't just about bars anymore. This is about timing, power, and optics. 50 understands how moments work better than almost anyone in the game. He doesn't rush, he waits, and when he moves, it's calculated. That's why people stay guessing. If there are 50 replies, it won't be random. It'll be smart. It'll be positioned to control headlines, timelines, and conversations all at once. That's how he's always played it. Add Eminem into that equation, and now it's not even a fair fight from a visibility sense. The attention alone overwhelms everything else. People keep arguing about words, but the real win happens before the song even drops. The internet responds first. Fans pick sides quickly. Narratives lock in fast. And once that energy starts rolling, there's no stopping it. The public chooses the winner before anyone finishes listening. That's why this situation feels tense right now. Everyone knows something could happen, but nobody knows exactly when. And that uncertainty is pressure in itself. Every post, Every interview and every freestyle starts getting analyzed differently. The mood changes. This isn't about disrespect or trying to erase anyone's talent. It's about understanding size. When 50 and Eminem move, they move with history, impact, and a massive audience behind them. That's a heavyweight influence that reshapes the entire field. So even if nothing drops tomorrow, the chance alone already shifts the balance. That's power, that's controlled, and that's why people are watching closely right now. The situation isn't loud yet, but it's loaded, and once it finally goes public, the response won't be quiet at all. A lot of the younger crowd already rocks with 50, and believe it or not, many of them respect Eminem too. Even though Eminem isn't known as a street rapper, his name still holds serious weight. The younger group knows who he is and respects his legacy, and that alone changes how this could play out. That's why this situation might not go how everyone expects. And I keep saying that for a reason. This is all claimed. Nobody is saying Eminem is officially collaborating with 50. What's being said is there's a strong chance based on history, loyalty, and how things usually move. So don't twist the words and say anyone lied or promised something. That's not what's happening here. Look at the title, understand the discussion, and actually watch the breakdown before throwing the word clickbait around. This is theory, not promises. Now, with that said, if you're rocking with this content, do something real for the channel. Subscribe to Drip Z right now. Hit the like button, share this video, and most importantly, click the hype button. That hype button helps the channel more than people know, and it's completely free. Also, jump into the comments. I want to know how this plays out in your mind. Does this move make sense? Am I bugging? Or does this feel like a real possibility? Speak on it. Let your voice be heard. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting, and thank you for helping Drip Z. Stay locked in because this story is far from